Hi everybody, I'm Kirsty Meakin from Nail Nails. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do a matte design. And we're going to use black, because we like a bit of black in our life. Actually, this design has been chosen by the fabulous JJ.
Welcome back, Jay.
Welcome back. She's been missing for a while because she's had so much on. She's had work and all that. But her work life has changed for the better. So we have JJ back. And she can have long nails. Let's get cracking. I think your hands will start getting better as well now. Now you're not going to be as stressed. Your job's going to be less stressful. Because JJ has flares ups of dermatitis and stuff like that. I mean, mine's getting a little bit better, although I do have a poolie here that keeps it opening. But JJ has flares up of that, but you're under a dermatologist, aren't you?
I am.
And all that, has special creams and lotions and potions. And then what I will tell you is, you see my nails?
There isn't a video.
There's not a video for these nails. I did these nails for Vegas, because I've just got back from Vegas. Those that have seen my Snapchat would have seen all about Vegas. So I'm going to work on this index finger today. Beautiful nail. Look at JJ's nails, aren't they gorgeous? I'm just going to wipe over JJ's nail with some gel residue wipe off solution because they have got a little bit of oil on them. I want to take that off. They have been prepped already because I've taken JJ's gel polish off. And then what we're going to do is we're going to sculpt out the nail. I'm going to use sculpting foam. So we're going to fit the sculpting foam. If you have trouble fitting sculpting foams and you would need a little bit of assistance with that and advice, we do have a video all about fitting sculpting forms, so you can watch that tutorial. It'll be linked somewhere. I'm going to dehydrate the nail, which will make sure it's got no oil on there. I know I have wiped over it, but that's going to reinforce that. Then we're going to use the acid-free primer. I want to wait till the nail goes completely matte. As you can see, it's going matte now. And that means all of that dehydrator has evaporated. And that's what you want. And now I'm going to put the primer on. I've got High Speed Liquid in my dampen dish. I'm going to create a smile line with this one. I'm going to pick up a bead. I'm going to bleed the back end of that brush out. This is warm beige that I'm using. Placing it towards the end of the nail, and I'm just going to bring this back. I'm not going to concentrate on the actual smile line yet. I want to blend that back first, and then I can come in and start to adjust the smile line. You want to point the finger down when you're doing this, so everything sort of starts to draw down onto the nail form. If you're not really quick at working, then you can change your liquid and use max adhesion or or medium speed. I like to use high speed because, you know, I'm quite quick. And you want to start this smile line where the natural nail finishes. So you're going to bring it out from here and then extend the smile line. So we're extending the nail plate and the nail bed so it looks like it's a really long nail bed. Short nail beds don't look as beautiful. They're definitely more beautiful when they're a bit longer. You want this brick wall nice and seamless, and this is going to give you a sharp smile line. Now I can get a bead. I don't need to bleed this out. I'm going to clean my brush, and then I can start to work this. If you bleed this bead out, it will set quicker, and it won't be as mouldable, and we want to use this as to feather down onto the previous bead. So don't bleed it out, it'll work a lot better for you. I'm going to use pure black now. I do think matte black looks amazing. I mean, I do love black. I had Sham stay over, who's my best friend's mum, and because she's from Milton Keynes. Well, she's actually from Stoke-on-Trent, but she lives in Milton Keynes now. She came over and she stayed at mine. She's not stayed at mine before. And she said, you do like black, don't you, Kirsty? And I was like, yeah, because I have a lot of black in my house. She said she was contemplating falling asleep in the front room because she was tired. But she said, what with all the black and the skulls, she thought she'd wake up and give herself a fright. So we've done the black on the free edge, and we're just going to put a little bit of clear, connecting everything together. Now the black is really pigmented, so you do need to make sure you keep everything quite clean. So when if you sweep your brush onto the natural beige, then you'll see that you get a bit of pigment on there. So you do need to sort of keep that nice and clean. So I'm just going to neaten up that edge so I have less filing to do. I'm going to get everything as neat as you can. It'll reduce your filing down. I'm going to pinch this nail now. I've given it enough time to set up a little bit. And I'm just going to pinch it just to make that C curve a little bit stronger, a bit more curved. Alright. I'm going to take it off now. Just going to take off the sculpting form. And then I'm going to do my normal filing routine, which is the side walls first. Get those nice and straight. And cut you?
No.
No. And then I'm going to go round the cuticle area. Then I'm going to remove bulk. I'm using a coarser file for this. This is the 80 grit file. Now I would never use this 80 grit file on a natural nail, and I would never use it around the cuticle area. I only really use this for removing bulk. Now this is a 240 grit file, which is really soft. And I'm using this because I really want to see this smile line. I want to see how sharp it is, because you'll notice if there's loads of scratches like from this, you can't see it as clear. But when you use a soft file, you can see the smile line a lot easier. I'm just going to go over with my white block just to smooth the nail out even more. And I'm going to wipe over with acetone. Magic little trick that will get rid of those demarcations. It will smooth the nail out, make it nice and smooth like a baby's egg. Look at the difference in that. And that's what we want. So now you know it's nice and smooth, we're going to make this nail matte without using products. So this is a different type of matte nail. You're going to take your 240 grit file and you're going to whip over it just lightly. So you're not changing the shape, you're just removing any shine, because even wiping over with acetone will give it a little bit of a shine. I needed to wipe over with acetone because I needed to know it was all smooth. this is going to make it matte. So make sure you go around all of the nail. So if you think you can't make a nail matte because of, you know, you don't have certain products, you know, this is a cheat way of doing it. I'm going to wipe over with gel residue wipe off solution. Now this isn't going to melt the nail or anything like that, it's just going to clean it up. And you can see that it's matte. Now what we're going to do is get the... I'm going to use Serious Black. I've got backing paper from a sculpting form. A little bit of the black on there. In a dampened dish, I'm going to put some of the gel residue wipe off solution. Just to clean the brush, that's all I'm going to use that for. Because we're working with gel. I want everything to be nice and clean. So you're going to take your detailing brush. This is a long detailing brush, so it's nice for doing things like this. And that's what we're going to do. And what you'll find, because the nail is matte, the gel polish won't move, it'll stick to it really well. I'm going to pop that into the lamp and cure that now. On the black area, we're going to continue this pattern.
Yeah.
So you're going to have some shiny bit and some matte bit.
Yeah. How sexy is that going?
I've never known you to do that though.
Yeah, this is sexalicious, this.
No, but what I mean is by not top coat. Like not putting a top coat on acrylic. I've never known you to do that.
It's a new thing.
Cool.
Right, pop me that in the lamp. Now I was naturally going to go, and now I'm going to top coat it, but we're not. We're not going to top coat. We're just going to wipe over with the gel residue wipe off solution. Just taking off that sticky layer. Now if you feel it, it's not that sticky. It has a very, very slight sticky layer. And you can see how it is textured at the end. Slightly shinier. It's not, I wouldn't say it's a high shine. It's more of a sheen. But I think that effect looks kind of cool. Because it makes it look embossed as well.
If you want to be dead shiny, you could maybe go over that with the top coat.
You could, yeah. You could do that. What I'm going to do now is add something gorgeous to the nail, make it a little bit sparkly, but we're not going to add bling, because, you know me, I normally add bling, but not on this occasion. We're going to add one of these little beauties. So I'm going to pop this here, and you can do it with glue. You can do it with a brush on glue, or you can do it with acrylic. Acrylic's going to hold it on a little bit better, so I'm going to put it on with acrylic. So I'm going to use a 3D brush, clear, crystal clear, and high-speed liquid. Pop that bead where you want it. Pick up the heart, press it in to the acrylic, hold it in place. You can use a dotting tool to hold this in place. And then I'm going to look around it, and I just want a little bit here. See how it kicks up? We're going to fill in that area. The good thing with the acrylic is it'll dry matte, so you won't be able to see it on this matte nail. And then there's a tiny bit here, want to make sure it's sealed and it's, you know, well adhered to the nail. Just putting a bit of pressure on it to check that it's all stuck. And it is. Lastly, I've got to pop a little cuticle oil on. Little bit, only around the cuticle area. If you then rub this all over the nail, it'll make it shiny. So anywhere that the cuticle oil touches, like here, this is what you can do. Take a little bit of the gel residue wipe-off solution onto a lint-free pad, and you can just wipe that off. So you still have your matte nail. That's so cute.
That is beautiful.
Yeah. Gorgeous matte nail with a design and a little bit of metallic on there.
Not bling.
Not bling. However, the next video might have bling in. Forgive me. So, yeah, guys, I hope you've enjoyed that video. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Instagram and all that shebang. Comment below. Tell us what you thought about this nail. We'd love to hear your comments. Give us a thumbs up and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
So why is this not bling? Is that
Well,
kind of, for me, that's bling.
Is that, well, because you're a man. That's why you think it's bling. It's not bling. This is bling. That's bling. This is just a piece of metal. This is metallic. Yeah?